wondering why you don't speak out more forcefully against some of the things that he has said, which run very counter to anything you believe. Anti-Muslim rhetoric, anti-women rhetoric, building walls against people. Why don't you say what you actually think about him?
I'm a Quebecer who has gone through very divisive fights about the future of Quebec in terms of referendums and everything. And one of the things that, regardless of which side of the fence the Quebecers were on, we were universally of one mind on, is that foreign politicians shouldn't be weighing into domestic issues. And quite frankly, that's certainly something that I'm going to respect. I respect the American electoral process. I have faith in what Lincoln referred to as the better angels of American nature, and I look forward to seeing who I'm going to work with after November 4th.
So you hope the Angels will keep Trump out?
I have great faith in Americans and in their democracy, and regardless of who gets elected, I know that there's plenty of great things to work on between our two countries. Nada.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. I am Jahan, an international student from Pakistan, from Punjab region, and it was really great to see so many Punjabis in your cabinet. So,
yes, I have more Sikhs in my cabinet than Modi does.
So my question is, from yesterday's conversation with President Obama, there was a similar question that he is being criticized. That's quite ironic, but real, that he's being criticized for the rise of the conservative hardliners, especially Donald Trump, because he's being blamed that it was his policies that has resulted in this. So, what are your plans to stem a similar rise of right-wing or conservative, another Trump in Canada?
We had an election in the fall that featured a number of different narratives that are repeating themselves around the world. Certainly in Europe, with some of the challenges they're facing with migrants. Here in the States, to a certain extent, during your primary season, we had a conservative government that was talking about fear and division as a way of moving forward, whether it was talking about snitch lines for barbaric cultural practices, so you could call up if your neighbors were engaged in barbaric cultural practices. They could never quite explain why 911 wasn't an effective line when you see mistreatment or such. There was also real division around headscarves and a sort of tone of negativity that was very compelling and certainly gained a certain amount of traction. But I found that Canadians, in any case, find it hard to sustain anger and fear for very long. We are an optimistic, hopeful people. We know and generally like our neighbors. Whoa, I meant that within Canada, but it applies to the United States too. And having an approach that really emphasized that whenever you grab any disparate group of people together and have some conversations, you realize that the things that unite us are always far greater than the things that divide us. And I think that ultimately is what democracies keep moving steadily towards. So I have confidence in the American electorate and look forward to working with whoever you elect.